done forgot because I saw the D.
All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more, what's it? More Armored Core 6 today. And we're just continuing with the S ranks. Just keeping her going. We got all the way up to chapter 3 last time. And so we're kind of cooking on the S ranks, to be honest. I thought they were gonna go fast, but I didn't think they were gonna go that fast. So we'll see. Chapter 3 has a lot. I might be able to do all of chapter 3 today. Chapter 3 is big, so it's a question mark. Only way to find out is just to get her going. Hold on. Hold on. What? Wait. There. Jeez. It just didn't want to switch over. I couldn't get it to actually transition over. I got my Steam account stolen? What? I don't think I've heard of people getting their Steam jacked before. Like, I feel like it's weird that I haven't, now that I think about it. But I really haven't heard of that before. Oh, there we go. God. What do you even do with a stolen Steam account? Other than play games, I guess? Like maybe their, you know, their card or their PayPal or something is saved on it, but that can get shut down really easily even if you get their Steam account. Yeah, I got one mission in chapter 3 S ranked. And I had to redo this one because I got an A. Buy yourself a bunch of gift cards? I guess. I don't have my payment info saved on Steam. But I bet a lot of people do. I just never save the payment info online because of that. The paranoia. But even then, like, you can only purchase stuff if you, like, you know, get on it right away. Because you can just freeze, like, the credit or debit card or whatever that's on there. Get a different one instead. Like, pretty much as soon as you realize what's happening, you can do that. Well, I guess it depends on your bank. My bank, well, every bank I've ever had has had like a mobile app that just allows you to go in and like press a button to turn off your card to disable it. Getting a new card is such a pain though. It really isn't, though. Like, all you gotta do is just go in and be like, I want a card. And they'll just give it to you. At least that's always been my experience, but I've only ever had, like, 4 cards. I have a new number to memorize? Oh, dude. I don't memorize shit on my cards. There's no way I'm memorizing a credit card. I know, like, the number on the back, right? Like the security code, but that's it. I did have one card get stolen, like a few years back. My first debit card ever got stolen a few years back. And literally, like, all I had to do was just go turn it off and then tell my bank, I'm like, hey, my card got stolen. They were like, oh, okay, we'll send you a new one. And then in like 2 days, I had a new one. Don't go for all the tanks? Oh, is it like a timing thing? Is time the issue on this mission? Is that the secret sauce I'm missing? Thank you, Alarad, for the bits. For the core. Ooh, there we go. I think I got time. Right? Time limit can't be that tight. Hold on. Because my brain is like, it's a credits mission, right? So I wanna go hit everything. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, come on. No. Get me there. Yes. I should be fine, right? Just made Matthias's build from 6. Or sorry, from 2 in 6. Total beast even in 6. I'm trying to remember what he had. Well, he was... No. Matthias was he a heavy biped? Like, I feel like I'm picturing him, but I feel like I'm also maybe getting him confused with, what's his name? From 2. Can't think of his name. The other one, the other heavyweight in the arena that I'm thinking of. The other scary one. Ooh. Garfield made me afraid of credit cards. Also, my parents always talking about debt. It's an episode where John decides to use cash and he became so happy because his debt went down until the world itself was so credit card dependent that he forced himself to get one again. This was Garfield? It was Garfield? Oh yeah, Ares. That's who I was thinking of, yes. Oh, look. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I was expecting a third attempt to be needed there. But I'll take it. Now, credit cards are good. You should have one if you're someone who cares about your finances, but you should use it responsibly and always pay it. Always. I have one. I use it not even for everything. I probably should use it more because my credit card or credit score could just be better if I used it more. Because if I'm using debit, like I have the money anyway. I never buy stuff that I don't have the money for. Yeah, credit cards are great if you treat them like cash. Exactly. Exactly. Because my credit score is okay. Because I also was kind of late on the credit card thing. I didn't get one until I was like 20. I should have gotten one sooner. Not to out her like this, but... Oh, okay. I thought my picture got taken for a second. False puts like every single purchase in her life on her credit card. Oh no, they did get a picture. That's fucked up. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. Everything she puts on her credit, and then she just pays it every time without fail. I think she told me that she's never missed a single credit card payment in her life, and she's done this for years. She told me her credit score, and it's like near perfect. Like, it's nearly the best possible credit score that you could have. It's crazy, her credit score. Leaving a lot on the table? Yeah, that too. $850, there you go. There you go. That's a good one. We have octopus cards? What is an octopus card? For this mission, why do I feel like I'm gonna have to fight the weeaboo to like actually get the S? I just have like a gut feeling that they're gonna make me do it. Because normally I would think just kill this guy. I'll just try to kill this guy. I think you have to? Shit. It's too late for that now. We'll see.
I'm playing Mass Effect.
That could be louder. Let me write that down. I don't think you do. The weeb guy has to die. I don't have the calculator up because I could have looked ahead of time. I need to pull that up. Well, I should pull the calculator up anyway. Hello, Jess. My parents set me up with a debit card. Should probably switch to credit since I'm stingy as fuck and won't be overspending. I think that's why I'm good with my credit card as well. Is partially because I'm so stingy, generally speaking. I'm so afraid to spend any money regardless that when I do, I can obviously pay off the credit like immediately, right? Was I? Oh yeah. Here we go. I'm in chapter 3. Just stick myself like near the beginning of it. There. What do you know? No weeaboo killing necessary. Just woke up from a nap. Oh. You know how I feel about naps. I'm thinking of doing a Tekken 8 stream to check out the new moves for your characters. I don't think so. People really weren't into the last couple Tekken streams, and what's it? Anna Williams is not a character that I'm like jumping at the opportunity to play either. So I don't think I'm gonna do one. Plus, the same day that Tekken Season 2 comes out, the new Path of Exile League is coming out as well. And look, I love Tekken 8, but I don't love Tekken 8 as much as I love Path of Exile. So I'm gonna be very busy with my new class and 3 new ascendancies, one of which being for the Witch, which, as everyone knows, at least if you've been around the PoE streams, is by far my favorite PoE class in both games. So she's getting a whole new ascendancy on Friday. But I'm gonna be league starting the Huntress, because of course I am. I've seen a lot of people saying they're gonna league start the new, what's it? I think it's called like Blacksmith Ascendancy for the big man. I can't remember what his class is officially called, but the huge like warrior guy. He's getting a new one called the Blacksmith, and a lot of people are saying they're gonna league start with it. It's the first league for PoE 2 as well. It is warrior, okay. Like the first actual like soft economy reset and everything for PoE 2. So it's a big exciting update on Friday. Tons of new content, like skills and stuff too, on top of just the classes. First economy reset. I'm just gonna restart the whole mission because there's no way that I can get away with doing that. There's no way. It's such a fast mission anyway. I was a little lost in the PoE sauce on that one. That's on me. Man, the Etsugens are just beautiful. Just absolute works of art. Oh. Speaking of new stuff this week, I've mentioned it already, but just so everyone's on the same page, new zombies map is coming out on Wednesday too. So of course, I will be there. They're bringing Double Tap back. They're bringing the Raygun Mark II back. They're bringing the Wonder Waff back. It's set in a very cool looking mansion. I will be there. There we go. We're in the generator. Oh man.
Nah, I'm playing Mass Effect.
With all the explosions and stuff, it's so quiet. It was the Mass Effect one again, 2 in a row. Did I make it? I made it. Credit score isn't much of a thing in Spain. If you want a loan or something, they just check your bank history and stuff. Interesting. Our credit score system is kind of wild. It's really not great, but it's one of those things where it's like, as much as I might hate it and the way that it functions, I can't just not engage with it. I mean, you can, but you'll have a much harder time when you do need, like, you know, say a mortgage or something. You'll have a much harder time getting one, especially a good one. So I just, you know, it's one of those things that as much as I hate it, I still just gotta play by the rules with it. I honestly, because I skipped the briefing, I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of clicked right into the next one. Oh, okay, it's the one where you choose what to fight. If you fight this one, you don't have to fight both of them, right? I think that's how it works. We'll see. I genuinely went into this mission, I'm like, what mission is this? What am I doing here? If that's the end of the mission, that's worth it. That damage trade. Nope, still gotta fight the other ones. Oh my god. That's so unfortunate. Wait, wasn't there another one? Am I crazy? Oh, you just don't get ganked by starting with the other one. So that's probably the better one anyway, right? Just because they can't make it down there in time. Easy yes. You blow stuff up, same with everything else, true. When in doubt, just start shooting shit. It tends to work. This mission, I know. What was I about to say? I had something. Oh, it was on the credit card thing. I remember, so I've mentioned this before, but I took a personal finance like elective. I think it was my junior year of high school. And in this elective, most of it was not really like someone teaching finance stuff. It was more like they had bought like this Dave Ramsey, or I guess a bunch of these Dave Ramsey like workbooks, if you know who Dave Ramsey is. And like in the workbooks, it was just like, go to this YouTube video for the, I guess, quote unquote lesson. And it would just be like a snippet of Dave Ramsey doing a public talk. And some of Dave Ramsey's advice was good, certainly, that I got from that. But it was one of those things where like I took that all in, like all the Dave Ramsey stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, this all sounds good. Sounds like good advice. I like this. This sounds smart. I'll do this. But it was one of those things where like, when I finished high school and like moved out on my own, I quickly realized how outdated Dave Ramsey's view on finances is. and how much most of the shit that I was taught in that class just frankly does not work. Because like Dave Ramsey's thing on credit cards was just don't use them. Don't even get one. Just don't. He was one of those, like, you know, if you need to buy something like a house, just pay with cash. You'll never need a credit card. And then, you know, you actually start trying to go out and like buy stuff, you rent, whatever, and you're like, oh, that doesn't work. It might have worked like 40 years ago. It doesn't work today. There was a lot of it, but I remember the credit card one because that's why I didn't have one for a while. Was because I was like, oh yeah, no, mortgage and credit cards are different though. Yeah, but they use your credit score when evaluating you for a mortgage. What happens if you try to buy a house with physical cash? I mean, if you can, you probably could, because it's one of those things where no one's not gonna want cash, but like, where are you just gonna pull the cash out, like out of nowhere, to buy a whole house? Where the fuck? I'm lost. It happened. I knew this was gonna happen. Ah, I found it. Because I don't know about you guys, but like me, I save a lot, right? I don't like spending my money. I save a lot, I invest a lot, but like personally, I'm not just sitting on like $500,000 to go and buy a nice house. Granted, housing is expensive here, so even then here, $500,000 is not gonna get you like a nice house. A nice house here is like $700-800 in Minnesota, but you know what I'm saying. There it is. I get so lost in this mission, man. It's crazy. If I'm not like really going slow to go from one blinking light to the next, I just so quickly lose my way. If I didn't care about the law, I could think of plenty of ways to make money. True. Did egg prices go down there? They haven't really come down yet. They've been about the same. But apparently they're gonna stay that way for a bit. Like they're gonna stay expensive for a bit. Because the issue with eggs here right now is that bird flu going around. That, what's it? I think I was reading that they had to kill like 1.6 million chickens. I don't remember. I think that was just in the US that they would normally be using for things like eggs. Just to prevent the spread of the flu. Because obviously, the more that it spreads, the higher the chances are that we lose even more chickens. So it was one of those, this happened not that long ago. When was the last bird flu? I remember the last bird flu, but like I couldn't tell you when it was. Don't you have egg shortages? Yeah, it's because our bird flu wiped out a lot of our chicken population, which is why the egg prices have been higher, like so much higher. And the worst part is, like, we learned this lesson from COVID, right? Now that those prices are up, they're more likely than not gonna stay that way. Because, like, there was a shortage in COVID, too. And the prices went way up. But then after COVID, they just stayed where they were. Because, you know, once you've already got people buying eggs at that price, why would you put them back down? So, I doubt that they're gonna go back down, to be honest. Like, even once the population gets regulated and everything, once they've got that sorted out. I doubt it's gonna go down. I fucking hope it does, though, because Jesus Christ. It's so expensive. Might still time you out for bird flu. That was a bad one. That was a terrible one. Alright, let's see. Now that I have to do the alt version, can I stay on the path? Mickle, thank you for the 32 months. Appreciate it. Mickle. You know how good we're eating this week, Mickle? Because I know you're a gamer and all, but I also know that sometimes, you know, you don't get all the big news for, like, what's going on in the games that you play. What's happening? You probably know at least one of these, but I don't know if you'll know both of these. Wednesday? New zombie map. No, not Silksong release. No. We're still in reality. We're not dreaming. Come on now. This is the real world. New zombies map Wednesday. Big mansion. Mark II's Wonder Wafts. The like. Double tap. It's happening. And then, yeah, the big PoE 2 update. That was the other one. That's on Friday. Double tap? Yes. Double tap is the new perk. And get this, Mickle. Get this. I actually think it might not break the entire game. Because it seems like, granted, we don't know for certain until the map is out and everything. But from what has been given to us so far, it seems like it's double tap 1. Because at first I was like, oh, so we're just breaking like the entire like damage scaling balance of the game. All right, sure. But it seems like it's actually double tap 1 and not 2. Fuck. But then like augments are a thing, so that's where it's like we kind of just have to wait and see what happens. Because obviously there could be an augment that like allows you to shoot double bullets for still the same amount of ammo. We'll see. Kind of just have to wait. Can't kill zombies with normal guns above round 35. As it should be. Call me a boomer. That's not even being a boomer. It's just not being a zoomer. There's only like one zombies game where you can do that, and it's Cold War. Alright, here we go. Hold on, I gotta kill the thumb real quick. Whoa, whoa. I accidentally pushed the melee and initiated my kick at the same time. I don't know why I did that. It worked out, thankfully. But that was weird. Maybe S? I don't know. I have no idea. Shut up, Unk. You know it's true though. Normal guns aren't supposed to kill above 35. That's just how it is. It's how it's been for a long ass time. Back in my day, normal guns couldn't kill above round 15. Oh, it was an S, okay. The S ranks are really lenient, because I feel like I played that AC fight like shit, and I still got it. There are definitely no DMC2 S ranks, that's for sure. That game makes you fucking play to perfection for it. This mission should be easy. Like, even assuming that the S rank criteria will mostly revolve around, what's it? The health of the rockets. I think this will still be an easy one. Showed what Hudson did at Yamantau. Cold War's campaign was so good. It's like the one thing that I feel the last couple Treyarch games haven't gotten enough credit for. The campaigns were actually good. Like, just genuinely good Call of Duty campaigns. Which, you know, those are a rare thing. A genuinely, like, really good Call of Duty campaign is not all that common. Where are they coming from first? God bless the Etzogens. Gotta love them. Doesn't get a whole lot better. Forgot how little old gen, or how little ammo old gen had compared to 6. Yes. The older AC games, ammo conservation is like a genuine, like, real worry. On any mission that's longer than, like, your average. Well, okay, I was about to say something that's actually a pretty good reason for it. I was gonna say anything that's longer than, like, your average Armored Core 1 mission, it becomes a real worry, and that's, I think, a big reason why. If you go back and replay Armored Core 1, you'll quickly discover, especially going back to it after later games, that, like, you know, Armored Core missions are traditionally pretty short. Like, those bite-sized missions are kind of the standard for the series. Armored Core 1 missions are like 1 to 2 minutes long. Legitimately, like, between 1 and 2 minutes. So a lot of, especially Gen 1's ammo economy was balanced around Armored Core 1 and having missions where you only needed enough ammo to last for like a minute. And then Project Phantasma was like, oh, yeah, we have added some pretty long missions by comparison to AC1. You know, now our missions are like 4 minutes long a piece. So what'll we do? We'll add a couple weapons that have good ammo, like that new rifle that's really sweet. And then we'll add a shoulder part that just gives you more ammo on all of your weapons. Problem solved. But problem not really solved, because those take a shoulder slot, so then you have less weapons if you bring those. It's a whole thing. I think it's good, but thinking about it now, I think a lot of the reason, especially with Gen 1 having so little ammo, it was probably just because AC1's missions were so short, and all of those parts were designed with those missions in mind. I lost a missile. That might kill my rank. Took it a minute. It's fine. It was trying its best, okay? It was working for it. Here we go. I got it, right? I think so. I fucking hope so. That's a yes. Have you seen the Studio Ghibli filter on ChatGPT? No, I have not. Is it like you put a picture in and it makes it look like it's from like a Ghibli movie, or is it just it generates a rank? Yeah, it's almost definitely just I lost a rocket. I saw that coming. It is that. You put a picture into it and it makes it look like Ghibli. It's been everywhere the last 3 days. I really don't use social media anymore because Twitter was my only one, and Twitter has just become so genuinely unenjoyable that I don't use it. So like at this point, I mean, I watch YouTube, but I watch like gaming YouTube. Twitter was enjoyable. It was. Up until, well, it started to decline like a couple years ago, but it really got bad like within the last year. Like, bad to the point where I just don't even want to use it anymore. Twitter was not enjoyable. Awful since 2016. It's not true. Twitter used to be like, you know, you get it curated for you, and then it's great. But now with the way that Twitter Blue functions, it's pumping out artificial impressions for whoever wants them. So just even if there's something that's completely unrelated to you and your interests, it'll throw it into your feed just because they paid for the check mark. And it's fucking loaded with ads. Like, no other platform right now is worse when it comes to just the barrage of advertising than Twitter. You go scroll Twitter and like every third post is a paid promotion. It's actually it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. And also there's no moderation on Twitter anymore either. So people are just throwing slurs everywhere. Oh, and it's all AI shit. I can't remember what the Twitter AI is called, but they have like their own built-in AI now. And they've really been pumping it to the point where like every single post on the platform has like an AI button on it that you can press and like have the AI interact with the post. It's so, just the user experience has become awful on Twitter. To the point where I don't even want to use it. Yeah, Grok. Thank you, Grok. That AI. Gork. Gonk. Grok. It just feels like Instagram. Yeah, and I stopped using Instagram years ago because it fucking sucks. But it does feel like Instagram in terms of just like the moderation is terrible. Well, at this point, it's basically non-existent. Like Kanye, about a month ago or so, had that now infamous Twitter meltdown. Like Kanye has always had his Twitter meltdowns, right? But that one where he was tweeting like every 5 minutes for like 20 hours straight about just like how much he hates the Jews and how Hitler was right and whatever else, and nothing was being moderated because Twitter just doesn't moderate anymore. So he was just allowed to go on this crazy tweet spree for like more than 24 hours straight. Eventually they did step in. That was months ago? No, I was playing PoE 2 on stream when it happened. It was about a month ago, maybe a little more. Like I said, he's had multiple Twitter meltdowns, but this one, he legit was going for like 24 hours straight. And just nothing was stepping in to like, you know, slow it down or anything. He was just going. He did it again. Yeah, he's done it multiple times. Beast, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Some hardcore shit to be going 20 hours straight. Yeah, it's called mental illness. That'll do it. The hydrate summoned me? What do you mean? I still gotta get Owen to record a bunch of stuff for that. For sounds for the bot. Is that S? That's S. Beautiful.
I
Arma
got the biggest wang in the West.
Good for you. Arma Reforger 1.3 dropped and basically broke the servers. Typical early access. Sounds about right, actually.
I will stick my finger in your teeth.
Why? Why? What parts are you using? Etzogens, shoulder gat, redshift. Basically just the Steel Haze Ortis frame, but with the Nightfall head, whatever that's called. Coral Gen, Alula's, and the Abbott, I think, for the FCS. It's not optimal, but it feels good, and it looks good. It's not, wait, I thought Reforger was still in early access. When was full release? Last I heard it was still early access. It was happening in test servers, but no one really paid attention to the fact it was happening. What? Arma is broken. Isn't it like a core part of Arma at this point? Kind of always has been, to be real. I played back in the Arma 2 days. It was always broken. I really only ever played Arma 2 like a lot. I played the ones before it a little bit, and I played 3 a little bit. But 2 was the only Arma that I like really played. I loved Arma 2. Ow. That hurt a lot. Speaking of early access, I'm actually so excited for the new PoE 2 stuff on Friday. I'm gonna nerd the fuck out. I'm gonna spend so long figuring out how to make good Huntress builds. And then once I'm done with playing Huntress, I'm gonna play Lich, the new Witch Ascendancy, a lot. PoE 2 shit's gonna be so good. There's all the new endgame content they're adding. All the new skills. All the new uniques. It's gonna be so great. From my experience, Arma being broken has been due to mods. Oh man, back in at least Arma 2 was always pretty unstable. From what I remember, mods only made it worse. Absolutely. Curious to see dagger and sword classes. Yeah, we don't really have a lot for that, do we? Like an ascendancy that really specializes in that stuff. It would be nice. I haven't really even thought about that much yet. I remember when Maxor was an Arma tuber. I never watched him even back then. Like, I still feel like I'm the one guy who doesn't watch Maxor. Man, you know what I mean. Sweet. Ooh. That came out faster than I thought. Is this the heavier coral gen? Yes, it's the heavier. The heavier one. That should be fine. I think. Is there a sky limit on this map? Or do they just let energy handle that? I can't hit it. S. I thought so. Someone said, what's it? How close is it to load limit? Pretty close. Pretty close to load limit. There's not a ton of wiggle room. Isn't there a point where you... Oh yeah, the one mission where you get infinite energy. Watching your stream, I found out one of the guys you're fighting was the voice actor for English, Ichigo, and Lelouch. Lelouch. Who? In AC6, you mean? Oh, that's Nero from Devil May Cry, false. Johnny Young Bosch? I know that name. He's also Dante in the new anime. Wait, Johnny's in this game? Is he a Guazu? Who is Johnny in this game? Sounds like Iguazu. It's kind of... He's Wu Huahai. Huh. I can't even hear, like, Huahai's voice in my head. So it's hard to judge. I was like, Iguazu kind of has that sort of sound. What mission is Wu Huahai in? Like, where in the campaign? He's also Swinburne, I believe. Is he really? Yeah, I know he's PJ in AC0. I knew that one. Swinburne. Okay. In Quarrel Convergence, okay. Well, I guess I'm not on English, am I? So I'm not gonna hear Johnny Young Bosch at all today. Well, there you go, False. More reason to play it, right? Right? Right, False? Right? More reason to play Armored Core? Right? Right? Oh, he does play a Guazu. Does he actually?
I got the biggest wang in the West.
I'll take that dub if he does play a Guazu. And the tester pilot? I can kind of hear that. Like, just off of you saying that, I can hear it. Oh, he's not a Guazu. Fuck. I was like, that would be a crazy guess from me. If you guys just mentioned a voice actor was in this game. I was like, who is he? This guy? And that guy's not even like in this mission. That would have been a wild guess. Oh my god. Slow down. Jesus. That's what I get for trying to get on there so early. This game is so fun. I didn't hear the resemblance at all. Maybe because I was so focused with him not matching Dante's look. Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch is Dante in the new anime. And my issue with it is just that he sounds like Nero. So it's particularly bad when it's like a DMC anime because he sounds like a different DMC character, like exactly. Genuine, like zero difference, at least from what we've heard in the trailers so far. It just sounds like Nero. Yeah, the new one. General rule of thumb, I'm normally not talking about the old one. I don't like it that much. Not because it's like bad, I just think it's kind of boring, to be honest. Like, it's fine, it doesn't do a lot for me. Lelouch. And Akira and Devilman Crybaby. I haven't seen that one either. False was just telling me about it not too long ago, though. S rank? Maybe. I didn't... Wait, did I? Did I hit the resupply? I don't remember hitting it, but I probably did. Have you watched that over Code Geass? Because it's way shorter. Code Geass isn't that long, is it? Isn't it like 40 episodes-ish? I have no idea how long it is. I have no concept of how long Code Geass is. $50. Damn it, I was close and I was just pulling a number out of my ass. I had no idea how long it was. Arda, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. But no, I know the S rank doesn't Or sorry, that the resupply doesn't affect the S rank. But I was just thinking, like, I have this much health remaining and I didn't even use the resupply, but I may have. I just don't recall using the resupply. But I find it hard to believe that I did. S rank run is going well. It's going quick. It is really not hard to S rank this game. Like 9 times out of 10, it's first try on every mission. Only 10? That's so short. Because it's like anime length episodes too, right? So it's like 20-minute episodes. Easily gonna get chapter 3 done today. Yeah, I was questioning it, but if that's an S rank, especially, it is. Yeah, if we're already through Spaceport, I think we'll be fine, actually. Oh my god, I'm gonna finish this game. Like, it's not gonna take that much longer. And then Armored Core 100% is done. All 16 of them. Sad. Love these streams. Well, maybe there's another place for such a thing. Potentially. Something similar, if nothing else. Ooh. The mech guy is gonna hang up the giant robots? Well, I don't know about that. Ow. The fuck? Oh. Just trying to farm up a shit ton of credits before I go down for the big guy. Since the amount of enemies killed will count for missions like this one. My voice, sorry. Get out of here, bitch. Bitch can't swim. Oh, he caught himself on the ledge. I'm so pissed.
Why is the horse holding a wiener?
Great question. False really always comes in with the hard-hitting questions. I'm going the wrong way. I should have enough credits by now. Surely. I'll just hope that I do. I should have looked at the calculator to see how many, like, extra kills I would need. Oh, brute. Shit. Good night. Jesus. Rust to dust. S. Had to wait. I would have been pissed if I hadn't fought enough enemies on the way down. But considering how thorough I was up top, I thought would be fine. So yeah, wait, how much more? Oh man, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You know, Chad, I think I will finish chapter 3 S ranks today, actually. I think I will. Would have been nice if FromSoft had revealed an AC6 expansion instead of Night Rain. Yeah. I don't know. Night Rain looks cool, though. I'm a little skeptical on, like, the whole format, but so far, it seems fine. It actually seems pretty interesting, to be honest. And, what's it? It's FromSoft. And it's a Souls game, so I trust it. Because I even like Dark Souls 2. So I trust them enough. Plus, it's not a full price game. It's got a lot that, like, has me hopeful. Come here, bitch. These wings were not borrowed, they were earned. Oh, ow. If only I hadn't just used my assault armor. Is there an English dub of this game? Yes. Yes. Dark Souls 2 is high-key goated. The Souls community can suck it. Dark Souls 2 is my least favorite Souls game. Certainly. But, like, still a Souls game. I still really like it. I still have a lot of fun playing Dark Souls 2. Just, you know, not as much fun as, like, Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, Elden Ring. but I have a lot of fun playing it. This one might be a bit harder to S rank, unless they just made the criteria really lenient because it's a triple AC fight. We'll see. The Night Rain font being the same as AC6's made a lot of fans think it was an AC6 DLC. The copium for AC6 DLC is so crazy. Just anything somehow turns into like a sign of AC6 DLC. It almost feels like people waiting for Silk Song. Sorry, I can't help it. I need to keep bringing it up. I can't help myself. Someday Team Cherry might prove me wrong. That day definitely hasn't come yet. I almost killed him. Son of a bitch. The other one got up here so fast. That MT just falling down and trapping her in. I took a lot of damage, but I killed both of them before he showed up. The DLC is bullshit difficult. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 DLC, I'm not huge on. For sure. A lot of people say that it's like a highlight, but I can't remember the name of the first one. I actually don't think I can remember the name of any of them, to be honest with you. Like, obviously, the snowy one is the one with the reputation, right? But even, like, the first DLC is bullshit, too. Just from, like, the very start of it, that first area you come into, so bullshit. But honestly, I feel like the base game gets pretty overplayed in terms of, like, being cheap and difficult. It has its moments, but it's really not as bad as people make it out to be. It definitely is still kind of cheap bullshit difficult at times, but not that bad. S. You think? I feel like I took a lot of damage. But they also, like, I might have more allowance for repair costs on this because it's a triple AC fight. That is S. Okay. What do you know? I'll take it. I'm going through this like too quickly. Can we get a hard mission that'll slow me down, maybe? It's going too fast. Please. Slow me down. Stop me. Stop me. Anyway, you guys been watching any cool Armored Core YouTube channels lately? Perchance? Anyone? I've heard this one was pretty decent.
I would stick my finger in your teeth.
You got the link on deck and everything? I didn't realize you were such a big fan, Jess. Oh, would you look at that? It's Raven's Nest. Wow. I've heard of this one. I've heard this guy's been making the rounds a little bit. Gimme. Puts out cool old gen content. Raven's Nest. That's what I've heard. Cool old gen content. That is what I've heard. This one's a money one. I put it in chat earlier too. Did you? I missed it. Does a mean Chole impression too. A lot of people confuse me and the Raven's Nest guy. I heard his name was Cole though, not Chole. There's a difference. It's a whole H, all right? But people keep confusing us. Couldn't tell you why.
Rubicon 解放戦線の思想的指導者ドルマヤンによる口述筆記でしょう。これは極めて個人的なものであるように思います。
X to doubt? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, there. I need that money, obviously. Stock! AC stock! Ethiox. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen him. Them. Is it just me, or does the Armored Core community feel a bit like a sausage party? Now that I think about it, it can't just be me, right? Surely not. Anyone else? This is the first time I've ever really thought about it, but suddenly I'm like, wait a minute. Like, more than usual, even by gaming standards. Feels like it's like entirely dudes in the AC community. You think there's something about like big robots? Big robots with big guns that maybe attract a more heavily male audience than usual? I wonder. Oh, look at that. Wow, new uploads and everything. Hold on. Hold on now, chat. Wait a minute. This Raven's Nest guy that everyone's been talking about? Everyone's been talking about him. At Raven's Nest AC. The easier way to find him, because YouTube search is kind of a bitch and prioritizes the handle over the channel name now. That's besides the point. He's even got new uploads since we were last, you know, peeking. Project Phantasma stuff in there now. Fucking Ninebreaker. Not Ninebreaker, man. Not the Ninebreaker. I don't know. Seems kind of neat. Seems kind of neat. Hold on, have I seen this other guy that you guys mentioned? Theox? I don't believe I have. Hold on, let me bookmark it. I'll come back to it later. No. I had someone in mind where I was like, I think I've seen that channel, but I'm thinking of someone else. And I can't think of who off the top of my head. Gundam Seed has a massive female audience, so AC must not be big enough. Gundam Seed, specifically? Isn't that just like one of the series, or maybe like a series of series? Oh, my chat. Surprised your name isn't Balls here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Piss on him. Piss on him. Piss on him.
No. This is not an appropriate place for such a thing. Save it for when you're home, woman. Jesus. Calm down. So, don't sir me. You said that. I didn't. Don't put this on me. Oh shit. I have no energy. Oh no. The guy was on fire and that's what you thought of? That was your first thought when a guy was on fire. Was that or spit? Chicks dig giant robots. I need to watch Gundam. I have a buddy who's been really into it for years. He's always been telling me I would like it, like even pre, you know, me gaining the mech guy moniker. But like the fact that I have acquired the common nickname of mech guy and I have never seen like a single episode of Gundam in my life, it feels wrong. I feel like a poser, like a phony. How can I be mech guy and I've never seen any Gundam? How does that work? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. The range saved me. Whoa. Oh no. No way I can catch it. Oh, come on. No. Okay, one got away. That might kill my S rank. Oh, Kate will handle it? All right, fine. It shouldn't then, right? If Kate's got it, then the employer should still be very happy, right? I always knew that Kate Markson was a real one. Real homie. How many can there be? Don't escape units to deduct rank. I feel like they probably do. But then again, just the criteria from mission to mission in this game can be odd. And I did not look ahead of time. So maybe... Oh shit, I missed more. I was about to say, maybe missing one is fine. Okay, I missed more than one. It's okay. Leave it to Kate Markson. Don't worry about it.
目標多数確認。対処してください。
Oh my god.
コーラルの群れがこうして消えていくのは我々としても不本意ですが、リリース計画がなれば彼らも報われることでしょう。輸送機の全滅を確認。
There.
作戦は成功です。強化人間 C4621 レイブン、協力に感謝を。ケイトも落ち着いて仕事ができたようです。それではまたお会いしましょう。
Be prepared for a lot of emotional damage. Really. Gundam series are all right. The robots are the best part of them. Don't you? No. No, I refuse to believe it. Don't you come in this chat room talking to me about mouse and keyboard Armored Core. Puh. Puh. 2 of them.
オールマインドより感謝を。
Real Ravens use a gamepad. That's definitely not taken from another series.
目標はコーラル輸送機の全機撃墜です。
Real Ravens use a gamepad. Everyone knows it. Everyone's been talking about it.
輸送機については独立傭兵ケイト・マークソンが処理しますが、彼女にも限界はあると思ってください。
Oh my god. I'm taking damage.
撃墜に伴う発火現象には注意されるのが良いでしょう。新たに離陸しようとする
There's my booster. Works now.
対処をお願いします。
Real Ravens use it backwards for maximum effectiveness. Dude, that would be... I would love to see someone actually try to play through, like, an entire Armored Core game using the Armored Core grip. Hold on, I have to write something down. It's completely unrelated, I swear. Anyway. Just had to write something down. Unrelated. The Armored Core grip is so funny, and learning that it was never, like, really real, but was just a meme from, like, the JP Armored Core community way back makes it even funnier, because a lot of people out there who aren't as familiar with Armored Core, or maybe who are, like, newer to it, are genuinely under the impression that that grip was used by Armored Core players to get good at the game. Maybe Raven's Nest will do it? Well, maybe. Maybe Cole from Raven's Nest will try to beat the games using the Armored Core grip. Hard to say, really. didn't see anything. I don't need armored core grip. No one needs armored core grip. It was legitimately just a meme. It was not like a... Maybe there were a couple people who really did use it, but it was just a meme within the JP community. Would be way harder than tank controls. It would be just because of holding the fucking controller backwards and not being able to use your thumbs like for the buttons. It would feel so weird. And I say that as someone who claw grips like every damn game he plays. The armored core grip would be so hard to get used to. Which AC has the hardest arena? Project Phantasma. Definitely. What's so funny, False? The claw grip gives me nightmares. You know it's just the superior gamer grip. You know it's true. Deny it all you like. There we go. Muscle memory amnesia. Upgraded to double claw in recent years. Yeah, I'm a double claw guy. Yeah. No Karasawa build? We already did one. Why is Project Phantasma the hardest? So many really strong opponents that, like even starting in the mid 30s, because it's a 50 pilot ladder in Project Phantasma. Starting in the mid 30s, if you don't have like a really strong understanding of Gen 1 and like old gen controls, and especially if you don't have Human Plus, you're gonna start getting your asses kicked like around the 35 mark. And it's just gonna stay kicking your ass like the whole rest of the way through. It only gets worse from there. I feel like Master of Arena's Extended Arena was really hard. Some of it was, for sure. Some of like the Disc 2 stuff in Master of Arena is pretty rough. But for the most part, Master of Arena's arena is pretty easy, ironically. Because you'd think, you know, the game named after Arena would have like the craziest one. But unless you're playing like a select few of the fights from Disc 2, it's really not that bad. Unless you use verts, they don't know how to react. Yeah, I've heard that about Project Phantasma, but I've never tried it. There's a requirement for most of Gen 1 through 3? No. You can... Well, Project Phantasma is really hard without Human Plus. Arena-wise, the base game, you're fine. Like the campaign, I mean, the missions, you can easily get through without Human Plus. The arena is really rough in Project Phantasma without it. Anything else, I'd say you're probably okay. Like Master of Arena, AC2, you're probably fine without Human Plus, even if you're newer. Like you'll have a bit of a harder time, but you'll get used to it. Gen 3, you definitely don't need it. That's a good start. I hit that right away. Just that cracked. Yeah, they're pretty wild. Like starting in the mid-30s, you're gonna have a rough time. Project Phantasma is the one arena when I first did the review series that I didn't actually complete while playing the game. I just gave up on Project Phantasmas because I wasn't playing with Human Plus either when I did Project Phantasma for the review. And AC6 has the easiest, yeah. Although I think for like easiest, some honorable mentions should go out to, well, just one honorable mention for Armored Core 4. 4's arena is also really easy and not really a traditional arena either, but AC4's arena is also super easy compared to most of them, at least. Forgot the game had one. Most people do. Bro, there were so many people in the comments of my AC4 video who didn't even know it had an arena because it's like weirdly tucked away in the menu. And like, I can't blame them for not knowing either, just because it's in such a weird spot. Yeah, Gen 5 didn't have like proper arenas, but they had those side missions that were just AC fights that are basically like the arena. And Gen 5's AC fights are pretty difficult. Those will give you a run for your money, especially Verdict Days. But Verdict Day is just hard as fuck. In general, Verdict Day will kick your ass. That's not just limited to the arena by any means. Just to find the arena was a challenge. Yeah, AC4's arena is so well hidden. Who's the hardest rank 1 in your opinion? The hardest for me personally was by far Ace in AC3 out of all the games. Or, is it Demon from Last Raven? Actually, it's Demon. Ace is number 2, it's Demon from Last Raven. Fucking Demon, they really named him that too. I forgot about him for a second.
So fucking bad.
Oh, the bad ooh-woo. Unlucky. That's gotta be S, right? Surely. Surely. I took so little damage. It was a no-hit run until like the 3rd phase, and even then I didn't take much damage in the 3rd phase. I think I took like 2,000 AP near the end, but that's it. People said this one was tricky to S rank though, which I'm assuming is largely because of the time. Because this guy can stall you out for so long. I might have just gotten lucky. Because I felt like that was pretty quick.
コーラルに織りなす潮流。私はそこに生じた一つの波形。実体を持たぬルビコニアン。
Japanese voice acting sounds so cool. I really like the JP dub in this game. I love that it's so easy to toggle them in the menu too. It's the only Armored Core game that lets you do it like that. Like if I wanted to just go back to English dub next mission, I could just quickly toggle it and just load it right up. It works. I wish we had more of that in the older AC games, because I would love to compare the differences more easily, although I may have recently come into possession of Japanese copies of all of the Gen 1 games through some very, very responsible purchases on the internet. So, I could compare them. Oh shit. No. I have the needle. I still have the needle equipped. AC is black and red and straight up called Lucifer. Yeah, the Last Raven's Ninebreaker is just the epitome of edge. We're into chapter 4 though. I'm going too fast. I don't want it to be over. I'm going too fast.
Watch point Alpha. 巨大地下施設の先に同胞たちが。
Make a YouTube short comparing them? It wouldn't fit my channel. Maybe if there was some new startup Armored Core channel out there somewhere with someone who frequently gets confused with me, it could basically be the same thing though, just in a different place. Hard to say. Like this guy? Maybe similar to the Raven's Nest guy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe someone like him could do that, certainly. Shit, fuck. Forgot he would activate right away. And where's the... There it is. My name is Speed. We go fast, real fast. good for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have to see how the new season ends up playing out for sure. There's a lot that is questionable, but we'll see. It might genuinely make the game way more fun, even though it sounds so iffy on paper. Because Harada on Twitter recently was like, I know that you guys are iffy about a lot of this stuff, and I totally get why, but I'm asking you to just wait and play it for yourself and see what you think after a few hours or so. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. God, we're going so fast. Question is for how long, right? Which version of Daredevil do you prefer? I have not seen either. I've never seen a TV show or movie for Daredevil. I hear the movie was bad. The old movie from way back. I heard that old Daredevil movie was bad. Tom would be horrified. I know. Tom would truly disown me even. He would just leave and never come back. He actually already knows this. Before Born Again came out? Is it out? Man, I'm also just so out of the loop on Marvel. Marvel and Star Wars. I don't know what the fuck is going on with either of them at this point. Which is so wild. Because I used to be so up to date with both of them. Oh, episode 5 and 6 aired last week. Damn. You don't miss anything? Yeah. That's kind of what it was. I kind of, like, outside of the rare, like, good series or whatever that would come out, like Andor or something, I just so consistently was like, oh, this seems like a fun idea. I'm excited for this. And then it would come out and just be, a lot of the time, not even, like, bad, but just so like I just would feel so indifferent about it and not really have a strong opinion one way or the other, which is almost worse a lot of the time. And I think both of them are just oversaturated right now. Not even like the genre with something like Marvel. People say that like superhero movies and stuff are just oversaturated, and that's the problem. I feel like even just Marvel on its own is oversaturated. Like genuinely, 5 TV shows and movies a year might be too much. It just might be too much. It was fun for a little bit, but then when that just becomes the standard for like a decade, it starts to just feel like you're being constantly bombarded with that shit. And I say it all the time with the MCU, but the MCU was always mid from the start. It had like a few golden years in phase 3 for sure, but phase 3 was the exception. As someone who was always super into the MCU, like since Iron Man, phase 3 was just an out of nowhere exception. It's always been mid. Like phase 1 was super hit or miss. Phase 2 was more misses than hits. Then phase 3 was pretty consistent. Still had a couple misses, but it was way more consistent. Phase 3 was great. And then Phase 4 has gone back to more misses than hits. And wait, no, it's in Phase 5 now, isn't it? I haven't even seen any Phase 5 projects, I don't think. First Iron Man had a lot of heart. First Iron Man is so good. I think that's still my favorite MCU movie. No, yeah, no. No. Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie. Then it's the original Iron Man. Original Iron Man is second. Even with that third act being awful. Man, I took a good chunk of damage here. Oh, there we go. The issue is when you start to miss it when it starts to miss consistently. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of both. I feel like even just having it so constantly, like it starts to lose its value in a way, right? When you just literally always have new shit to be keeping up with, like there's never really a gap at all. I feel like it just becomes a lot to keep up with, and it starts to lose that like excitement factor almost. Because, you know, it's kind of exciting that there's new Marvel stuff all the time. But when there's new Marvel stuff all the time, at a certain point, it starts to just feel like there will always be new Marvel stuff. Like, it kind of loses some of that hype, I guess. It was obvious it was going to flop. I don't feel like Phase 4 had to flop. I think the big issue with Phase 4 was, like, obviously Phase 3, right? They wrapped up the storylines for, like, most of the main characters. Aside from, I guess, Thor? Ow, bad start. But, like, for the whole first 3 phases, there were a lot of characters in there, but, like, you know, the big 3 were Iron Man, Cap, and Thor. And I feel like I'm forgetting a 4th one. No, I feel like it really was. Those were the big 3 for like the whole first 3 phases, right? Those were like the main guys. And so with them wrapped up, you then have to like hand it off to new people and start building them up. Because the big thing with Phase 3 was that you had like all these movies of consistent build-up with those main characters to play off of and actually like do stuff with, right? But then Phase 4 started with the right approach in terms of just like giving a movie or a show to all these new characters that they wanted to introduce. But the issue has kind of been that none of those are tying together in any way. Like there's no connective tissue between shit aside from like WandaVision and the Doctor Strange movie. But aside from that, like nothing connects anymore. It feels like every single project since like Endgame has been a self-contained project. With I guess the exception of Spider-Man No Way Home. I had to think of the name. There's been no through line to actually follow. Because you go back to like Phase 1, and Iron Man was self-contained, but then the literal second movie with Incredible Hulk, it was self-contained, but then it had the post-credits scene where Tony Stark shows up and is like, hey, we're doing this thing. I want this guy. And literal second movie, you start to connect them, right? And then what was third? It was Iron Man 2. Yeah, it was Iron Man 2 as the third movie, which obviously plays off of that and then has more Avengers teasing near the end. And then you had Thor? I'm trying to remember the order, but the point will remain consistent. Thor brings in Hawkeye, does way more Avengers teasing. Then you have Cap, again, self-contained, but then at the end he shows up in New York. Nick Fury's there, Avengers tease, boom. And then you had Avengers. Like 6 movies, they all connected at least a little bit, and then went into that 6th movie where they all came together. Phase 4 doesn't do shit like that. Like, at all. I haven't seen anything from Phase 5, so I have no idea what's going on at this point. But Phase 4 had none of that connectivity. There was no reason for me to show up for every single new adventure because none of them mattered to each other. Like, back during Phase 3, Phase 2, dude, I went and saw fucking Ant-Man in theaters. You know what I did not give a shit about? Ant-Man. But you know why I saw it? Because it was gonna connect back to everything else somehow. So I was like, okay, Ant-Man's gonna be a big deal in some way. Gotta go see Ant-Man. I haven't had any of that with Phase 4. Like, they did Moon Knight. Moon Knight has a great design, but I'm not familiar with him. So you know what I didn't watch? Moon Knight. Because by that point, I had already started to feel like nothing was connecting. Eternals? Unfortunately, I did see Eternals. But you know what they didn't do in Eternals? Connect it to anything larger outside of itself. They just didn't. I'm trying to think what else there even was. Black Panther? I actually liked Black Panther 2. I didn't love it, but I liked it. But you know what it didn't do? Set up anything beyond itself. Moon Knight was really cool. Yeah, I lost the reason to even watch it, right? Because like with Eternals, I had no reason to care about the Eternals before, but it was early Phase 4. So I was like, okay, the Eternals are gonna be a big deal. I gotta go see it, because then later when they become a big deal, I'm gonna understand it, right? They have not mattered since. I saw this shitty ass movie for characters I didn't care about, and so far, still no reason to do so. It has done nothing for me. I've gotten no payoff. Right? Shang-Chi. I liked Shang-Chi. Actually, that's probably one of the best, like, post-Endgame projects that I've seen. That one was really fun. You know who hasn't come back in any way, shape, or form? Shang-Chi. He hasn't been relevant since. And when was that movie? The Celestial Being was in the new Captain America. That's Phase 5, and I also haven't seen it. But I'm more just talking about like why I tuned out and why I think a lot of other people are probably also tuning out, whether they realize it consciously or not. I don't feel like I have to go and like see everything. I feel like things just aren't connecting anymore. They're kind of just throwing shit at the wall, and then if people like it enough, they might follow up on it. But even then, Shang-Chi was pretty well liked, and they haven't followed up on it. Where is he? Have the rings been important yet? Have they done anything with not even just the character, but like any of the general plot devices from that movie? Like anything that it's set up? Have they done anything with the Shang-Chi shit? Because like, even then, I say that they're just throwing shit at the wall, but people liked that one. And as far as I know, there's been zero follow-up on it. Like, it just hasn't been important to anything else yet. Setting up Kang, and then John Majors got himself canceled. Even Kang, like, yeah, they started setting him up. And then, yeah. Jonathan Majors, I don't even remember what that was about. But he kind of got himself disconnected through some controversy and all that. I just feel like I haven't had a reason to keep... He was beating women. Yeah, that would be bad, wouldn't it? That's kind of fucked up. That would do it, certainly. That would definitely do it. They've literally ignored everything about Shang-Chi since a brief mention in Multiverse of Madness. Generally frowned upon. Yeah, that's a light way of putting it. It's generally seen as a not great thing to do. Definitely. I don't know. I feel like I've just lost the reason to even keep up. And then God knows they're gonna finally do the Avengers movie, and that's when I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, let me go see the Avengers movie. And I'm not gonna know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna be like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Where'd all this shit come from? The Avengers Doomsday cast looks like Member Berries the movie. And that's seriously, like, Doomsday is the one that, like, that's gonna get me to catch up and go and see that. Right? That's just, that's going to be the eventual project that, at least for me, gets me to, like, show back up, if nothing else. Give it another chance after tuning out for so long. And I'm sure I'm gonna be far from the only one who tuned out, who's gonna go back in and hope that that ends up being good. It's gonna be like 2027. Didn't they say 6? Just recently? Like literally a week or two ago, didn't they announce something about it and said 2026, I think? Remember Robert Downey Jr.? Yeah, I remember. Oh God. Am I dead? No. Close. Secret Wars is 27. But didn't Doomsday also get delayed? From its initial, like, wasn't it going to be 25 initially? And Secret Wars was going to be 26, I think. But then, probably because of the Jonathan Majors stuff, they had to delay to try to set up new material to work with outside of Kang. And, like, yeah, to be completely transparent, I know, like, the thing is, I'm aware of the fact that this is exactly what they were banking on. Doesn't mean it's not going to work on me. The thing that has me wanting to see Doomsday more than anything else is RDJ. There's 3 achievements popped right there. Sorry. RDJ coming back and playing Doom. But also because, like, the Tony Stark Doom, whatever he's called, I can't remember, whatever the comics fans call him, he's fucking cool. So even just the fact that, like, that's what they went with for introducing Doom to the MCU has me kind of hyped. Infamous Iron Man. Hold on, I got a ping. Doctor Doom? Yeah. Is it Infamous Iron Man? Oh. Are we good? It looks like stream is still... I guess the servers might have just blipped. I don't know. We still around? We... is when Doom decided to become Iron Man. Oh. No, it's not that one. It's some timeline. My comics knowledge is very limited. But to my understanding, at least, it's some timeline where Iron Man becomes Doctor Doom for some reason. I don't remember the details. But Iron Man like goes through a villain arc and ultimately becomes Doctor Doom in that timeline. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that they're using in the MCU. Isn't it? Because surely that would be why you would have RDJ come back to play him, right? It wouldn't be that Doctor Doom becomes Iron Man, it would be that Iron Man becomes Doctor Doom, no? That's my assumption, at the very least. Kick-ass emblem, thank you. I did not make it. It was given to me like 2 years ago, almost. And coincidentally, now also happens to be the branding of a particular Armored Core YouTube channel that I obviously know nothing about. Nothing at all. Nope. What, this one? Yeah, that one. I see that link. That one. Is it literally a what if of Tony Stark becoming Doctor Doom? Yeah, it's some alternate timeline, not even like a what if, just in another, because you know how MCU is with the multiverse shit. There are so many timelines in the MCU, but it's literally just in one timeline, Tony Stark goes off the fucking deep end, and that timeline didn't have a Doctor Doom beforehand, and he ends up becoming that universe's Doctor Doom. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're using for the MCU. Surely. Master of Arena is a great AC game. It's so good. Like, you go back to it, and it's like, oh yeah, this is where they started really cooking. Like, AC1 has a lot of rough spots where it's like super, it's just first game syndrome stuff with that, right? Like, it's good, it's fun, but it's like they hadn't thought out a lot of the finer details yet, right? They were just kind of putting the ideas together. Project Phantasma, a little better, but still like, yeah, there's a lot that they haven't quite nailed down here. Master of Arena, though, that's where it all started to come together. That's where they figured it all out. It's definitely the first title where it really nails like the whole Armored Core feel. MOA was definitely like the big defining AC title for early gen. Just because like then all the stuff that they figured out with MOA was what made AC2 so good, which was also what made AC3 so good, and like Silent Line, and it carried over for so long. And a lot of that started in MOA. I would bet they're gonna have it be Iron Man becomes Doom, and is also the reason the incursions are happening. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping it is, because honestly, I like that setup, right? And yeah, he probably will be in the Fantastic Four movie, because I feel like where else would you set him up, right? Obviously, they're gonna have to set him up before Doomsday, and if nowhere else, that would be the movie, right? Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four. No shit. That's where you do it. God, I'm fucking flying. Am I gonna finish chapter 4? Oh, I have to do intercept the red guns? No. Oh, I have more time in stream than I thought, actually. Oh yeah, and there's 2 of these, there's 2 of these. Okay, I'm probably not gonna do chapter 4 all the way through today. But at this rate, the next AC stream might be the last one for 100%. Day 116 might be the finale. Fuck. And not to spoil, because I have it scheduled on the back end, but I don't have it set as public yet. But that's tomorrow. I doubled it up. So... tomorrow might be the last one. They 100% so fast, don't they? I better not cry. I've cried on stream, like, twice. Both times were Red Dead 2. The first one was... You can... If you could take one guess of when I cried in Red Dead 2, if you played it, you're probably right. I just don't want to say it because even though that game has been out for a long time, I really don't want to spoil that story for people. But like, if you've played the game, you know when I cried. At least once, right? Every man cries at that scene. But the other time that I cried was when I finished the 100% for that game. Because that took me like 50 some days to 100%. And at the time, that was like the most I had ever put into like a content thing. Like just one consistent series. This is gonna be worse. I better not. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'll see you around though, Jess. I might need to turn that one up. Let me write it down. This notepad is ridiculous. That notepad on my phone with just the false quotes that need to get turned up in the bot. It's literally just a list that with no context because it's just the list. I don't have like a label on it or anything. It just says shit like Chole likes rimming. And I'm gonna piss in your mouth. Oh, he has the bubble? The fuck? Is he stupid? Sweating my ass off here. Hold on. Who needs the Etsugens anyway? Clearly not me. That's gotta be it. Right? Like, I may have blown a shit ton of ammo on that mission, but I didn't even use one repair kit. I took like 4k AP of damage that entire mission. I've never played like that, especially on that mission. I've never played like that. That was maybe my cleanest AC6 performance in my life so far. 4k damage on the fucking Michigan fight. Dude, I can't even imagine. I need to go and watch the no damage. I know there are a couple no damage runs of this game. Again, spliced. I've talked about it. But I need to see someone no damage that mission because holy shit. There's no way. Even that, I'm shocked that I did it. Especially with this build that's just not fully optimal and is literally just the stuff that I like to play with. Granted, it's really good. It's not like it's not, I'm not downplaying the build, but it's not even optimal. Like, you could swap out some parts here and make it way better than it is. I just play with these parts because they're fun. Vati tried it. Yeah, I don't think he made it past chapter 1, though. There are people who have actually done it, like spliced runs, but it's only a couple. Boosh, boosh. Oh, out of energy. Not good. Export denial is the one that's been killing me. Is that the one near the end of chapter 3? Where you... Oh my god, his terminal armor saved him. I'm so pissed. That's the one where you have to shoot down all the choppers, right? He got away. Shooting down the choppers, yeah. Yeah, that one took a couple tries. Wasn't terrible. I did it without changing parts or anything. Granted, I guess I've only changed build for one mission this whole time. But I didn't have to. It's honestly mostly just positioning and awareness with that mission. It could be build stuff, but I just found that it was more, I had to be in the right place for what choppers were coming through. I like Stark's life being stolen by Doom better. I feel like I've heard about that one before. Isn't there one where like he literally body swaps them? Doom, I mean. Oh, there's the S rank. I wasn't sure if that would be it, but sure. There is a comic like that, right? Where he body swaps and steals Stark's body. Yeah, okay. They might do that too, actually. Now that you remind me that that's a thing, I've heard of that one. I do like the idea of Tony Stark just becoming Doom, though, in like an alternate timeline. Did anyone ever watch the 5-hour lore video on this game by Vati? I watched like 20 minutes of it way back when it first came out. I love Vati's stuff, but my one thing is he shifted towards that super long form style, which a lot of people love. But I feel like I can't retain any, like, or I can't retain, that's the word I'm looking for, most of what I hear when I take them in like really large increments like that. But when he used to do like those 10-15 minute videos where he would discuss just one topic in like Souls lore or something, that was perfect. Oh, I'm falling. Hold on, O'Keefe. At this rate, we might get to chapter 5. I don't think so. Oh my god, I still have like 30 minutes. Okay, maybe. Man, having a whole movie just to set up Doom would be awesome. Like with whatever route they do. Like if they did the Tony Stark crash out where he becomes Doom, that could be an awesome movie. They would never do it, right? They would never do it. But that would be awesome. Having a whole movie where it's Stark and Doom in like another timeline pitted up against each other and it fucking ends with the body swap, that would be crazy. Just a whole dedicated movie to set it up would be awesome, but unless they like shadow drop a fucking MCU movie, doesn't seem like we're gonna get that. Unfortunately. I mean, I might actually get to 5. There are 4 missions left because there's an alt of both of these, but it would be cool but very expensive. RDJ demands 80 million per movie or something now. I mean, dude. Look, all I'm saying is RDJ for MCU projects is worth that much money. You just look at the revenue of literally any MCU project he's part of. He's worth that pay. For them, like business-wise, he's well worth it. RDJ carried the MCU. I mean, he really... Like, I think it was more than just him, obviously. I honestly think that Chris Evans was as much of a part of that. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for it. I definitely think that Chris Hemsworth played a big role. Not as big as those two, but pretty huge role in that. Just likable characters with likable actors was what really did more than anything for the first few phases of the MCU. And RDJ was probably like the best example of that. He was just so perfectly Tony Stark. It was crazy. Like they could not have cast him better. And it only gets crazier with like the context of the point in his career that he was at when they first cast him back in like 2006. It's shocking that they even got him, on top of just the fact that he was so perfect. He was a pillar? Yeah, for sure. I think that, like, unless he literally starts asking for more than the movie makes, which obviously I'm exaggerating a bit, but unless his pay alone is, like, doubling their budget, he's probably worth it. To be honest, he does so much for the MCU. It's crazy. Like, for sure, when I think MCU, I picture RDJ Iron Man. Just subconsciously, like, he pops into my head when I think of the MCU. As does Chris Evans as Cap. This game was missing a mission where you fight giant bugs and need a special head part to target them. Even just a giant bug mission. Even, like, head part aside, the head part is classic, but we needed more giant bug missions. We haven't really gotten them since Last Raven. Because that's been a bit of a thing? Oh, for sure. It's definitely been a thing. The giant bugs were bioweapons? Yeah. I love how a lot of people, because I brought that up a couple times on stream, and a lot of people were like, no, they were actual bugs. Like, just real bugs. They were bugs. I'm like, no, they were robots disguised as bugs. And a lot of people were like shocked when I pulled up the mail from like Gen 1. Because I'm like, all the way back, they were just robots disguised as bugs. And I did pull up the Gen 1 like mail that explains it on stream, and everyone was like, oh shit. Why do they need a biosensor though? I don't know. Because like lore-wise, it doesn't really add up unless you just say that because of the organic exterior, you need it to lock on, because the lock-on is determined by the exterior. I don't know. Corporate flexing. But like, I remember that revelation being so wild because I thought that they had eyes. Like those big, like yellow parts way back in Gen 1. I thought those were eyes. And then I found out that they were just laser cannons. They were legit just robots with like a organic shell over them to make them look like bugs. It'd be cool to have a boss that's like an actual bioweapon though. Like genuine Resident Evil bioweapon would be sweet. Go fight Rusty again. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Am I going too fast? There we go. The Gen 1 bugs are my favorite. I think they're probably mine too. The weird ant things with the laser cannons that can easily be mistaken for eyes are the ones that I think of when I think of like the old Gen bug missions. But that could be because I started with Gen 1. Always an important thing to factor in, right? Could just be because I played release order. Ugh. Okay, he didn't do the full combo. I got lucky. Could have killed me right there. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know if that was S. Maybe? Maybe they made it easier just because it's a AC gank. But I don't know.
コーラル集積反応はこの大穴の下から来ています。進みましょう、レイブン。
ルビコン技研都市。やはりか。探しても見つからないわけだ。
Tenacious D has been playing Yakuza. Incredible.
企業が動き出す前に手を打つ必要がある。
I really, really love the Yakuza games. Like a lot. I feel like I very consistently have gone in to play these series for like the first time just for, you know, review series purposes, but then developed like an actual passion for the series and stuck with it way longer than any reasonable human being would. Committed to the bit a little too hard, you could even say. Yakuza is definitely one of them, and I'm not even like halfway through that series yet. But I already, like, I feel that bug. I kind of knew it would happen with Metal Gear, though. That one, I knew it would happen going in. Armored Core was unexpected. Ace Combat, I probably have the least of that with, but even then, still a lot. And that was unexpected, certainly. Resident Evil, I already was a Resi fan. That's the one exception review series-wise so far. Yakuza, I feel like might end up being like the second strongest of all of them, though. Like, I really fuck with Yakuza. Like, to Armored Core levels. I really like the Yakuza games so far. Good night. I have to kill them, too. Shit. After this week, Cole will finally know the pain of waiting for a new AC game. 9 years. It was 10, right? I think. Maybe? I don't know. It could be. Wasn't Verdict Day 2013? And then this was 23. I guess the announcement might be the end of the wait? Question mark? Is that what you mean? Just even the announcement of a new Armored Core game? Whoa. And his favorite turns out to be one of the turn-based ones? No, dude, I'm already confused because my favorite so far is the fucking PSP one that's been developed off of like leftover DNA and animations from Def Jam for New York. That's the best one so far, and like it's genuinely one of the better RPGs I've played ever. Just so genuinely good. Kurohyou 1 is crazy. I also didn't expect to connect with Kenzan so much. I thought that it being entirely in Japanese and that being the only way to play it would prevent me from really getting that connection. But Kenzan's my number 2 out of all of them. Waiting years, and you end up not liking it? What, Armored Core? Trying to say something? I should have given Ibis the intro. I feel bad. Next time. On the alt mission, I'll have to give Ibis the intro. Oh shit, you're right. The alt isn't Ibis. Shit. There. That's gotta be it, right? Whatever their next AC is. Also Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I hear Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of those for a lot of people. I know that Kingdom Hearts 3 was definitely, like, one of the most divisive releases in the last few years. I remember just astronomical hype and then mostly collective disappointment. Ibis to me was that boss that I didn't find difficult but the average player base hates. I think Ibis gets overplayed a lot in this game, but I think it's definitely still one of the hardest bosses, and especially pre-patch, it was a lot harder. Ibis was one of the bosses that got nerfed. However, I still think that that Ibis, pre-patch even, was not as hard as the Sea Spider, personally. I had a way harder time on, like, the launch week with the Sea Spider. Way harder time. Chapter 4 is not done yet. Has no Final Fantasy characters, totally put me off by the end. But a lot of them don't have Final Fantasy characters. Right? At least, I think. I feel like, at least from what I've seen in False's streams, it would be easier to count the games in the series that do have Final Fantasy characters than don't. Outside of, like, the Moogles. I feel like the Moogles are insanely consistent. But things like, you know, Cloud and Tifa and shit making appearances. I feel like that's... what's it? Less games in the series. Like, I think that's in the minority, isn't it? Granted, False actually has been playing, like, all of them. It was a mainline, the sequel to 2. That's the thing that I've learned from False playing the Kingdom Hearts games. Bro, they're all mainline. Like, the numbered games are the numbered games, but, like, even all of the ones that you generally say are, like, spin-offs are so central to setting things up for the numbered games that, like, they're also mainline. Even the mobile game, bro, even the mobile game. Why was the mobile game such a setup lore dump for Kingdom Hearts 3? Why did they put so much important lore in a mobile game that got shut down? Well, actually, the mobile game that I went and looked into a little bit and found out was originally a Flash game. before it was even a mobile game, the mobile game that you watched, False, was a port of a Flash web browser game to the mobile phone.
強化人間 C4621 レイブンベスパー第二隊長スネイルが
The fact that that stupid game is so important is insane. It might, like, it genuinely, just lore-wise, is one of the most important titles. Which is insanity.
ハンドラー・ウォルター彼もまた計画にとっての障害となります我々にお任せください
こいつの独立傭兵の待て2機とも落とされたようですがここまでは織り込み済みです
Kingdom Hearts lore is goofy as shit, though.
分かっています
I've also not picked up the majority of it. I don't understand most of what has happened in those streams. So I just pick up stuff that's like either has very little context for me personally or like no context, which has led to me just making my own memes out of the Kingdom Hearts series in False's streams, like the Come Guardian or I'm already half Xehanort, or I don't remember what else, but I've made a bunch of stupid fucking memes just from random bits that I've caught. Yeah, getting Norded is a fucking thing that we have started saying in that chat because of how stupid all the Xehanort shit has gotten, especially without much context to it. It is just so ridiculous to hear a random character pop up and be like, I'm half Xehanort. Ugh. Shit, I wanted to end on a kick. He missed? Oh yeah, the one he missed the most is Kingdom Hearts 2. That is true. Kingdom Hearts 2, out of all the games, like including the spin-offs, is the one that I actually got to watch the least of. Because False was playing Kingdom Hearts 2 while I was recording Kenzan. So I was very preoccupied. Trying to sit there and, you know, sink a 40-hour playthrough into this large-scale RPG that was entirely in Japanese. That was fucking amazing. Loved that game, but I was very preoccupied during the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough. So I missed almost all of it. Oh my god. Look at how much of the list is left, chat. Look at the sidebar. Hold on, I want to go to my Steam. The only achievements I have that as of today, that I haven't gotten are the S rank achievement, and then the one after that, that's the achievement for having unlocked all the achievements. Here, I thought I wasn't gonna get through chapter 3 in one stream. I'm starting chapter 5. You have all parts? Yeah. We bought all the parts.
621これはある友人からのいやこの俺からの極私的な依頼だ
Square Enix made some bad decisions. Final Fantasy 15 requires you to watch an anime movie released separately if you want to understand the story. isn't making bad decisions like Square's thing? Sorry, Square fans, but like historically, like you go way the fuck back. That joke almost isn't even a joke. Keep in mind, Final Fantasy only came to be because Square was about to go bankrupt. They just had to make one more last game before they shut down. They were making bad decisions before they had even thought up Final Fantasy. We don't have a Sleeping Dogs sequel yet. Don't remind me. DMC has a fuck ton of books, 2 mangas, and an anime. Yeah, but like DMC, you don't have to watch any of that or like read any of that to know what's going on in the games. Because everything that is important to the games is in the games. And DMC also hasn't done like weird, you know, mobile spin-offs or PSP spin-offs or whatever else that are like central to understanding those later mainline games. Like the DMC story is just, there's 5 games, 1 through 5. And if you've played 1 through 5, you'll understand everything that happens in 1 through 5. That's it. It does have more media beyond that, but like none of it is necessary to understanding the games. The bankruptcy story is not true since when? I've heard this bankruptcy story so many times, it can't not be true. Oosh. Oh, hold on. That's right. Gotta be more mindful with my energy use now. I definitely think, though, I was gonna mention this earlier when someone said that I'm moving through this quickly because I'm just good at the game. I definitely would not be flying through this the way that I am had I not forced myself to get good at AC6 back when they added the ranked mode for multiplayer and grind it up to like S rank. If I hadn't done that, like, what was that, a year and a half ago ish, this would not have gone as quickly, for sure. Let me be. Oh my god, I don't even need to be here yet, do I? I fucked it up. You are supposed to go up there and then... Damn it. Hello, Arson. Oh, earned his OP Intensify. It's funny that the OP Intensify here is just the Soulsborne get good meme. Granted, you have like all the OP Intensify stuff in this game just as is, right? I mean, not like the generator enhancements and all that, but being able to use shoulder weapons without kneeling. I guess there's not even a radar in this game. Maybe it's just that. But to be fair, that's the main thing that I think of when I think of Human Plus. Oh. It was his personal last-ditch effort in the industry. Not the company about to go bankrupt, but people, I guess, either misunderstood it or just spun it to make it cooler. Is that an S? Why are the S ranks becoming slightly painful? At first I was like, oh, this is great. We're just first trying every rank. But now every rank hurts a little. Every one of them, I'm like, uh-oh. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna take me like less than an hour tomorrow. Shit. Suffering from success. Oh God. Oh no. AC6 Saitama. To be fair, those are the hardest. Really? The ones that I heard were the hardest were... Hold on. This one. Escort mining ship. That one I heard was like the worst one. And then... What was it? There was another one that people said was bad. That wasn't that bad for me. Which one was it? I thought it was one that I did today. Oh, people near the start also said that prisoner rescue was really bad. But I first tried that. Coral destruction. Coral destruction. Oh, is it the helicopters? Hold on. The export denial? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, the all mine boss. Or the helicopter one. I might have confused myself. Export denial. Yeah, that one, I mean, I didn't get it the first try because I wasn't paying enough attention, but I got it the second try. Prisoner rescue and the Strider escort are the hardest. Okay. So these are maybe some of the hardest. Like, I'm sure All Mind, I'm not gonna first try the S rank. Probably. Honestly, Walter, I could very likely first try. Air, I could very likely first try. But All Mind, I don't think so. I don't see myself first trying that one. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Next time, which will probably be the last time, because 10 missions is not going to take me a whole stream. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like Ace Combat, Metal Gear, Resident Evil, Yakuza, all good shit. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on the YouTube side of things. You know, algorithm helps out. If you're looking for links to anything else outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Or on Twitch, they're in the channel page and chat commands. Yet again, I forget it every day. They're on Twitch.
Stick for a minute.
They're on Twitch as well. They are. With all that being said, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.